up, y'all? Hey, walk with me real quick. I'm living the real San Quentin, Carolinginan Franks. Look at that. I'm a Carolinginan Frank. You feel me? So I'm the original Carolinginan Frank. So if you really look into your history and know your history, bro, you know we are the Franks. You feel me? The Carolingians come from the Frankish Empire. You feel me? And the Frankish Empire come from the Moravian, not the Moravian, the Moravian Empire. So this the dungeons right here. It's the dungeons. So I just read the facts. I had to do it twice. The first one didn't have no sound, but the second one do. We got sound on the second one. But yeah, this is the old exchange, bro. So they was ratifying the Constitution at the top here, and then at the bottom they were holding prisoners of war, because you had a lot of pirates. They say Blackbeard was held here, you know what I'm saying, captive. So it wasn't really a black or white thing, and that's what I really want y'all to really grasp. I really want y'all to grasp that it wasn't just, it was no color. Nature knows no color line. So I read that joint live from here. Sound went out though. Feel me? Park somewhere else so y'all can ride through.
You're good, man.
It's all good.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Ground studies. I'm an author.
Okay.
So we doing ground studies. It's part of my ground studies project. Yeah. So we on the ground with it. So they restoring the old exchange here. And so I was just talking about how this part right here got me. Domestic. So we didn't come from, a lot of us didn't come from Africa. We were right here. That's the point that I wanted to make. Slavs. You feel me? So it was, and then it was Negroes that was selling slaves too. So we just gotta break these curses, man. That's really what, you know. We gotta break these spells, bro. That's why I'm walking around the building, as you can see. You know what I mean? A lot of the frequencies don't have nothing to do. Like, I'm gonna show you the Caracoles. I'm gonna show you. This was the name of the city. So we talked about 1670 right there. So that was awarded. You know, I say that's when my baby mama welcomed me into her son ports, because this is where my son was born. You can't really see it. But yeah, that's where my son, that's where he from. So Caracoles, 1670. 1670, that's the same year that our Constitution was, the Carolina Constitution was established in 1670, right? May 1st, March 1st. So yeah. So 100 years later, look, we got old exchange. What was they, you know, because like, shoot, bro. The stock exchange? Is this the original stock exchange? So look it up. So yeah, I just wanted to walk around the building. And then here you can see who signed the receipt. There we go. Alright, now you can see who ratified, or the delegates to the Constitution Convention in Philadelphia. So I know in the second constitutional congressional setting, in the second one, They got my hometown in there, and they got Bethania in there where I get my mail sent to, and then they got my home city is called True Salam. True Salam. True, like true religion. True Salam. True Salam. You know what I mean? That's true peace. But yeah, this is where that was ratified at. Uh, 1788. So how many years ago was that? 37? 237 years ago? You feel me? And so where we fit into the Constitution, we have to understand that we fit in Article 1, Section 8. You feel me? So this is, they were trading with us. Like I told y'all, like, we the tobacco merchant. So we had the tobacco on lock. So that's why they established the United States. And then right around the same time was when they had the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, or the Treaty of Marrakesh, right? Because again, these dungeons was for pirates. They was capturing pirates on the seas, bro. We right here at the sea. So they said Blackbeard was here. And my beard not black, it's brown. And she got on a British shirt. We just talking about Great Britain. She got on a British shirt. So, yeah, bro. The Franc, true Carolinginan Frank. That's why they got St. Quentin, France. You feel me? Why they frying the Franc? We the Normans. I can tell you all about the Franks. The House of Bourbon. You feel me? So on my daddy's side, they was getting the tobacco from us, and on my mama's side, they was getting the bourbon from us. we was getting, you know what I'm saying? My grandma was born in a distillery. Near Bardstown. Yeah. So yeah, we breaking these curses. So anybody that come here, like, it was hard for me to do that. I just want to let y'all know, it was hard for me to do that. I'm gonna walk y'all to the coastline so y'all can see. It was hard for me to do that, bro, because, like, bro, it's a lot of tension, bro. So you know what I mean, like, and Jay Rogers, that's why he one of my favorite scholars, because he's a humanist. And he talked about slavery from a humane perspective. He was like, whether Negroes held slaves, whether white people held slaves, whoever held slaves, the shit's not right. And it's not nothing to brag about that. And he talks about that in, I think his first novel, which is called Superman the Man. And it's a realistic fiction novel it's a conversation between a U.S. senator, and a train puller. And so the U.S. senator was on the train with the puller, kind of like when Speed was in Morocco. You feel me? He was conversing with the Speed. I meant the pullers. I meant yeah. So that's what that book is staged about. You feel me? And so when I was reading the facts, bro, it was a lot of European. They was right there. When I was talking about the white slave, that's why I did it. I'm like, so it wasn't just about us. You know, oh, they got a ship. They got a ship that's leaving. This is really nice. So I'm gonna show y'all. So we was jacking ships. It was probably Negro pirates too. But that's what that was for. Right? And I must say that on this day last year, I was in chains and shackles. I've never told anybody that, but I was in shackles. So that receiver for the Patriots last night that came out with his legs and his arms in shackles, he did that for me, bro. You feel me? Because, like, they literally came and got, like, with no warrant. You feel me? They came and got me and took me 6 hours away with no warrant. Ask my daddy. They took me right from my father. I was at my daddy. This is my daddy house. Look at this. Look at this. So we right here. This ancient metropolis. So I think it go back further than 1670. You feel me? I think it go back further than that. So it's the peninsula. To me, it looked like a clitoris. You feel me? You gotta know how to get to the clitoris. Everybody ain't got access to the clitoris. You know what I mean? You may be in there, but you may not have access to the clitoris. You feel me? That's why you niggas where she gotta she gotta use the rose after she done. Dang, bro. But this city, so before they was here, the city, this peninsula was shaped like a clitoris. It still had the same shape. So we was still here. We always been here. So just imagine that we occupied these lands with ships. You know, we were the ship builders. See that ship leaving off the coast now? Come on, let me zoom in. So, yeah, most of the slaves was domestic. So we wasn't shipped here on. We not saying that we wasn't indentured servants or prisoners of war. That's not what we saying. We saying that the story that y'all told us about us all coming over here on ship, and the Africans that were here probably didn't come here in servitude. You feel me? Like Haile Selassie when he came. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no slave. You know what I mean? And I know I know a indigenous tribe that has a daughter, Okanichi, that has a daughter with with the Cameroonians. You feel me? But that's do we have serfs is what they call it, the original name of Slav? Do we have serfs in our lineages? Absolutely. But where did they parents come from? This is what like that documentary they did with Chris Paul, PBS did with Peter Oliver. Well, you notice how they didn't talk about who Peter Oliver had children with, and also where Peter Oliver came from. You know what I'm saying? Where he come from? You feel me? Where did he come from? Where is he originally from? Slaves had nationalities, bro. In fact, the word slave within itself is a nationality. So yeah, I wanted to walk back. I wanted y'all to see how close we are. That's the Atlantic Ocean right there. So, this is the ancient metropolis, Curlopolis. So we got this good content. It's a nice building right here. I love that. I love that, bro. Oh, God, that's dope. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Can y'all see me in it? That shit dope as fuck. I got a lust for that type of shit. But I had an altercation with them people, bro. Like, cause I had my phone recording. I'm like, I gotta get me to recording, and I couldn't get it. But I was like, it's all good. It's all good, bro. I'm like, man, I could get you deported. I'm talking to the white folk. I'm like, man, I could get you deported. I'm gonna call Donald Trump and get you deported. Boy, that shit made him mad. I was like, I'm domestic. It's my land. You in my land. It should be a privilege. I'm like, my people built this building. I was talking that shit, bro. I'm like, no, I'm not. I said, I move on my mama time. My mama authority. How you doing? I'm doing wonderful. It's like, I move on my mama authority. You can't, man, don't tell me to move, and I move. He was like, you recording for the city? I'm like, yeah, I'm recording for all the cities. I am the city. It's the Franc. Okay, that's the Franc Quarters. You feel me? See, that's why you got the Franc flag. I figured that. But yeah, this the French Quarters, bro. So, Saint Quentin. Saint. See, say Saint. Saint. All right, I gotta go because they They gonna tow my shit, boy. Last year I was in custody. This shit next year, next year later, my damn car. So I gotta go. I gotta go, man. That's good. That's good. So again, this day 3, Negro History Week. Day 1, I took my children to the International African American Museum. My son was just so inspired by that. All right, we good. My shit good. We good. We good. Franc, Carolinginan Frank. Why they got the Franc flag flying out here? Why they got it? Also, pay attention to how North Carolina flag look like the French flag. They just flipped the blocks. You feel me? And they added the gold. The gold is for the tobacco. The gold leaf tobacco. And also, the first gold mint in the United States was where? In Charlotte. Charlotte. So yeah, man, live from here. I got it. We're gonna upload it. Let me see. I'm gonna ask them why they got the French flag. Oh, they closed. Got that front. See the detail? All right, maybe we can find out right here. All right, let's see. This building is one of America's finest crafted Italianate structures. First opened in 1853 as State Bank of South Carolina. It has surveyed bombarding hurricanes and a major earthquake, twice restored along the original plans, first in an extensive rebuilding after the Civil War damage, and second in 1978 through 1980 restoration. It has served as the main trust and office bankers trust since 1969. This site has almost continuously occupied the city's founding over 300 years ago. This site has been almost continuously occupied since the city's founding over 300 years ago, housing a watchmaker, grocer, druggist, bookbinder, and stationery before becoming a bank. Dang, bro. So books is currency. I tell people that, so y'all make sure y'all get, my books. Look at that eagle. See that eagle? Yeah. All right. Just like that, we out, bro. The Carolinginan Franks, St. Quentin, Ibn Darrell, the son of Darrell, the son of my mama, the son of the house of Quentin, the son of the house of St. Quentin, the original Carolina Frank. So this is the Carolina Frank. Again, you got the Carolinians, the Franks, the Moravians, right? That's it. Same kingdom, same empire. Stretched back far. You feel me? That's why I'm like, that's what my theory is, that this is an ancient city that predates 1670.